It's a pile of bulls.
Hello everyone, we're kicking off the first day of hunting week with Toukiden kiwami, and that's not to be confused with kiwi, keyhole, or keyblade, and especially not to be confused with
Heated black on a track with black bigot black. You already know what it's here for.
Let's just pretend I didn't subject you to that. Toukiden Kiwami is a game that takes place in an alternate feudal Japan, because it's a KOEI TECMO game, so of course it does. And you play as a hunter who has recently transferred to a small village that's on the front lines of where they're battling the demons. The demons have conquered most of all of humanity, and now you're holding the line. So you start out with your character and whatever weapon you decide that you want to use, and you get this nice little neat tutorial fight that teaches you pretty much nothing. You kind of just bash your head against this boss until they say that you're done. But after that, you're free to change your weapon, of course. In this game, there are 9 different weapon types compared to Monster Hunter's 16. And in Monster Hunter, not all of those weapon types are going to be useful. That's not a crack on the game, that's just some weapons are fucking useless in the game. That's just the way it is. But in Toukiden, all of the weapons are viable. So you can get away with using any of them. So if somebody wanted to say that they wanted to use the same weapon type throughout the entire game, they could get away with it and do it relatively easily. And that is actually kind of a big deal when you consider that, you know, hunting games usually don't have a lot in the way of content. So, you know, when you have weapon types that aren't useful, it's even less that you have to work with. The main story of this game is something that I can really get behind and enjoy. Humans are on the brink of annihilation at the hands of these demons that are from another time and space. But the subplots of the NPC characters that you go on missions with really get on my nerves, because their actions aren't really justified. They all have these flimsy reasons for putting a majority of the human populace at risk. I'm sad that so-and-so has died, or I'm afraid that I can't protect anyone, I'm too weak, yada yada. And it's like you're ruining, you know, what's left of humans here. Like, you're putting people in danger with your stupid melodrama. Like, get over yourselves. And, you know, it's a shame because they have agency in combat, like they're useful. When you want to use a broadsword, or a longsword I should say, you know, you don't want to have everyone using the same weapon, so you use those characters to sort of balance out yourself and go into combat and do your thing. But when you can't take certain people on a mission because they're crying in a corner, it really mucks up your plans and has to make you rethink everything, and it's just kind of unnecessary and very annoying. Then there are the Mitama, which are basically souls of fallen heroes that have been swallowed by these demons. These souls not only power you up, give you extra strength, defense, attack, and all that, they also replace entirely the need for consumable items. There are no consumable items that you have to refill or craft or take out of storage, so you only have to focus on collecting materials to upgrade your weapons and armor. And that really removes a lot of tediousness from hunting games, because you know how it is. Like, you'll go into a mission and then forgot that you didn't stock up on healing potions or herbs or whatever, and that is something that really gets on my nerves when I have to stop, you know, the actual gameplay to go back and do inventory management, and I don't really have to do that in here. All of the materials you gather are automatically sorted in your warehouse. You go to the blacksmith, it's automatically deducted from that warehouse, so you don't have to worry about it. So there's almost no inventory management whatsoever. And that just means that you're out in the field doing what you want to do when you play these hunting games, and that's hunt big monsters. And I think that that's pretty great. So this game has 6 environments. Each environment has the Monster Hunter style sections of a map, and they're all extremely different and very pretty to look at. I really enjoy the environment. And it really sets the that Japanese aesthetic when you're fighting a boss is always present, with the falling cherry blossoms or this weird swirling vortex, ruins of old castles and different towns of that old Japanese style really drive it home. And the monsters themselves are wild, and when they appear, you feel that momentum of combat building up, like, oh, here we go, let's go. And that makes the game a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you, because in a lot of other games, the monsters are kind of just like, oh, there you go. You can fight it if you want. There it is. That's your lot. Go get it. And this is like a build-up, a payoff. You've done the monotonous little monsters. Here you go. Here's your threat. Here's your challenge. Take it on. And that's another positive that I can give to this game wholeheartedly. So, I recently found out that this game is on PC, as well as PS4, PlayStation Vita, and by extension, the PlayStation TV, which is a good tool to have when you want to play Vita games but don't want to play a Vita. But all in all, I think that this is an excellent game, a good hunting game, and you've seen me fight various monsters with different weapons in this video, but what you really want to know is how long it takes to get to the interesting part. And I've got you covered with that. Now, I've played through the very start of this game up until the first non-tutorial boss, and it took 56 minutes and 35 seconds. So in addition, with the support, at the end of all of these hunting videos, I'm going to have that time there so you know how long it takes for the game to start picking up. And let me tell you, once you get to that point, the game takes off from there, and it's all hardcore fights from there on out. This is actually on the longer side of, things to get going, but I think that once they get there, it's definitely worth it, and I think that this is a game worthy of your support. So this has been Toukiden, Kiwami, and I hope you guys will join us for the rest of the hunting week and our other videos, of course. So give us a like and a subscribe, and thanks for watching.